I prepared.
Yeah,
I mean, I have the ideas going in my head, but this is our first couples group, and it's been amazing for me. I'm speaking for myself. I haven't talked to Sean. I'm sure he's had a great time here. But the thing I like about this group is we're all very transparent, and you feel safe, and it's a good feeling. I mean, you feel like you can walk out of here and everyone's not going to judge you for saying what you said, and it's just been a great experience.
That's good to hear.
Very encouraging.
That's great.
It's also nice whenever you're sharing and someone else's has that same issue, and you're not the only one who's had that issue. So
That's exactly what I was thinking. It's just like we talk about these things, and everybody has. It seems like everybody has issues with whether it be their parents or siblings or co-workers or whatever, and everybody. You leave and it's like, wow, not the only one. So it is.
And I'd say
Right
the
on that.
yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
No, the book as well. I think it sparks a lot of good questions and brings up a lot of things. I think it was whoever chose it. I guess it was Mark. I definitely think that helps in getting things going and bringing up topics for discussion that really can hit home.
And I'm speaking for
Relate to.
myself too, not to put words in your mouth, but I feel like we've gotten even a little bit closer, and there's been stuff that we don't usually wouldn't talk about, but we're talking about it, and it's just kind of neat. And I'll read, and I'm like, okay, did you read? Are you gonna read? Because it's really good. It's just kind of nice to have those conversations.
That's true.
When you don't get into groups a lot of times, and either you're isolated yourself, you're isolated in your marriage, you don't tend to think that other people are experiencing what you're experiencing. And so it goes back to what you're saying, where when you bring it out, you find out others had that issue, other people had that problem or something. It just makes you feel, that there's hope, there's solutions, and you're not the only one going through that.
I would just say for me, it's been good to feel a part of the community, like a smaller community, and feel connected. When we show up on Sunday, we had just started, a little over a year ago and didn't know many people, so now it's kind of neat to be able to show up and have friends, and then also be developing those relationships where, like we're talking about, being able to share things and be held accountable, and that seems like that definitely could be happening here.
we almost had our own pew of, you guys weren't there, but small group people.
Saturday night, I noticed that, yeah.
Yeah, I would say.
Yeah,
Must have scripted.
This probably won't make the video here, but I thought I'd throw it in that you know how busy everybody is and everything, and today, it's usually the day before, mostly the day before that I read the book, or sometimes I just have to take it. Today I had to drive back home and get it, because I'm like, I gotta read it at lunch or sometime. But it's one of those things that seems like it's gonna be tough to do, I gotta read the book and think about this stuff, somehow. But then you start reading, maybe some books are not as interesting, but this book in particular, I start reading and then it starts getting fun, and then I forget about work or whatever that I was supposed to be doing, and so it is a good mental break to be involved in something like this, because I would have never read this book or discussed it with other people, and in the biblical way of looking at problems instead of just the therapeutic way of looking at problems.
Yeah, I think there's a healthy combination of both.
Yeah, I like that about this book too.
Yeah.
It's very intentional. It's what I guess I would like. I don't want to.
It's not there, it's not there.
So don't spill this part. Oh,
I just like, in a small group, you're just intentional that you know that these people are there to hold you accountable.
Mhm.
I mean, that's kind of what we're here for, so. I like that.
Mhm.
And I like that other women have issues with friends. 'Cause I think this is crazy to me. But,
Well, to make that, concerted effort to come out, I've been in good groups, I've been in better groups, and, but the hardest part is just getting to the group a lot of times, after you leave, you're usually happy you went, it may have been awkward, it may have been, I don't know, not what you wanted or had in mind, but at the end, usually at the end, like when we're driving away, we're happy we went, we talk, and it creates questions that, like you said, you wouldn't have had otherwise if you hadn't taken the time to read the book, to come to the group, to discuss it and all those things.
And then when you don't go every week, sometimes you miss it. You're like, wow, it's been 2 weeks already.
Mhm.
You start missing everybody, and it's nice to connect each week,
I think what we get out of just the time it takes to read a chapter and to come here and to sit together and go through it. So what, you're spending 3 or 4 hours total, not even that? I mean, I think you're getting tenfold for your time.
Mhm. I agree. Yeah, I love the shared experience that couples get, which is unique to a couples group. To have that shared experience gives us a conversation and to build on that before and after the group.
Makes me realize, when I hear other men share, I'm like, oh, you're not so weird after all.
I totally feel
That's
that way, though. So many of them didn't have the same experiences.
Don't film that.
Yeah. So that's what we're here for.
Yeah.
So we know what you think.
Correct.
Yeah, that's right.